Welcome back everyone to this week's bonus video series, Eat More Veggies Instead of Meat. Now the question that I have been asked on numerous occasions, how do I cook my leafy greens? Now I've recognized with some people that one of the main reasons why they don't include leafy greens a whole lot in their diet is because they are not sure as to how to go about preparing them and the different ways in which that they can include them in their diet on a daily basis to ensure that they get the nutrition that these leafy greens contain. And this question I will answer today by sharing with you some of my methods and the ways that I create some unique dishes using leafy greens as one of the main components. Let's all agree on one thing. When it comes to adopting a healthier lifestyle and changing the way we eat and drink, leafy greens aren't really among the favorite things to do. But when we look at the research, it shows that leafy greens play a significant role in how the human body behaves. Number one, it contributes to a healthy heart. It also helps to lower high blood pressure as well as to balance cholesterol levels. It also protects against heart disease and stroke, and overall, leafy greens protect the body. Now, some ways that it helps your entire body is by guaranteeing lung health, eye health, bone health, immune health, and skin health. Now, these are things that all of us would love to see in our lives, so let's just learn how to include them in our daily diet. Now, the first thing you need to do is to identify the leafy greens that you have access to, whether you plant them at home or you're able to find a reliable source at your local market. Sources that plant these things without the use of chemicals and pesticides will be the first bet. Obviously, the next thing that you need to do is to wash your leafy greens and then prepare them for use, whether you're going to store them away for future use or you're going to use them immediately in one of your meals. Now, you may be wondering, since I can't use all the leafy greens at once, which ones will you suggest? Well, according to research, the healthiest leafy greens that you can find today are kale, collard greens, spinach, cabbage, beet greens, watercress, romaine lettuce, Swiss chard, and arugula. Purslane is also very high in omega-3 fatty acids and should be included in your diet. Here are just some ways that I have been able to use the different leafy greens in my diet, and you can check these links down below in the description. Now let's get into today's recipe. This is actually one of my favorite ways to use leafy greens. You can use a variety in this recipe, it doesn't matter. I love mixing my leafy greens with fish, as well as making omelets and scrambled eggs with them. They make an amazing dish with either of these protein dishes. After draining my sardine, I mix it with some lime juice, and then I just simply clean the sardine, the insides, remove the bone and the gut, and then proceed with the rest of the recipe. After removing the insides, I just simply mash the sardines until it's like this stage. I find that the recipe goes a lot further. It feeds more mouths when it's mashed completely. This gives us about 6 servings at my house. After gathering all your seasonings, your green seasoning, powdered seasoning, leafy greens, and other vegetables, you simply heat up a frying pan, heat up the oil and the liquid from the sardines, and saute your onions and garlic until they are a translucent color. Then you mix in your mashed sardines and stir well to ensure everything is combined. Stir in your powdered seasonings and your green seasonings. Stir well to combine everything so that they cook evenly. You add your vegetables, including your leafy greens, and at this stage, you lower the heat and allow all the vegetables to steam and combine well with the mashed sardines and other seasonings. Please note I mentioned steamed and not cooked. Vegetables aren't supposed to be cooked over a high heat, so ensure that your heat is low, very low, and cover your frying pan to ensure that it steams well with the rest of the ingredients. Now this dish, you can hardly tell that vegetables are in the mix because everything combines well, and at the end of the day, you can serve with your multigrain bread, fruits, and a cup of tea. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. See you next Wednesday.